Okay.
มายืนฝั่งนี้เลย
ขอทางหน่อยครับ
I certainly would have dressed in black. Yes?
We should dress in white.
Did they say in white? For chanting, that's why I wore white.
พร้อมไหมครับ 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. How does chanting be related to human organism? On how can it be effective?
How can it be beneficial
Yeah,
to the human
yeah.
organism? Chanting is actually a wonderful medicine for the body, partly because of the frequency values that are released from the brain that affects your hormonal differences, and that's primarily with the levels of cortisol levels and stress-related hormones. So it lowers the various frequency values within the body, and your organs are affected whenever there's a particular sound being produced by a chanter. And those sound frequencies hold certain levels of megahertz within the body and within the sound, and then it can affect the body in terms of its value of impact on a specific organ or on a specific cell. So it's very beneficial to health.
For example, if there's a patient with cancer, and do you think how long does it take for them to listen to the chanting, and it would help their recovery?
Well, there's still many studies being conducted right now as to the benefits of chanting. Certainly there's much more studies that have been effective in terms of meditation. Presently, certainly within the Western nations, and various neuroscientists are busily at work doing this. For the last 15 years, I would say there's been tremendous strides in seeing the effectiveness of health benefits. We know that chanting or meditation can help with areas of inflammation in the body, and inflammation is a leading cause of illness within our organism and our cells. So, you know, it would not be appropriate, I think, for me to give a specific time in terms of cancer, particularly because every cell and every cancer patient has a specific way of healing, and every cancer is different. But we do notice that it does lower the levels of cortisol in the body, and we know that cortisol is a stress hormone, which can be very, very harmful to people who do have cancer.
What made you interested in choosing Buddhism chanting into what is it starting point of
Yes.
did you go?
Well, I think that sound therapy has been used all throughout the world for thousands, 10,000 years. It's been everywhere from India to Greece to the United States even. So sound therapy has been something that has been maybe less focused on within the last couple hundred years, but now it's coming back, and we are exploring this area now in terms of the scientific values of it as well, in terms of the medicinal values of chanting and meditation. And we know that chanting, it is a form of precursor to meditation. So we know that the effects of sound and the vibration of sound holds a frequency, and that frequency can stimulate an organ, or it can make an organ be effective in terms of healing, and also in terms of not having problems with frequency values. So sorry. Yes.
Okay. Do you want to give any suggestion to patients that they stay at home, then they might want to listen to chanting?
Yes. I recommend highly that if one can do every day humming at least, if they do not humming even, because of the increase of dopamine and serotonin and various other happy hormones that are released in your brain at the time, so that these happy hormones make you feel healthier and stable. So even if you're doing housework, you should hum to yourself or sing to yourself. And repetition is very important for the brain because of the entrainment value of the left brain and the right brain speaking to one another and being able to correspond to lessening the levels of stress and stress hormones. So we recommend everybody to at least listen to music that's very soothing. And if nothing else, certainly listen to monks chanting, people who have a special technique in knowing the value of a specific word and the word and its intention. And that's very important to know because it's the intention that's most critical. So chanting, whether you do Gregorian chanting or doing from the Theravada monks here in Thailand, very important that people do this as a daily regimen, whether you're ill or not ill. So,
Okay, thank you very much.
thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. You think you got your question?